Again, it's Priscilla Batzell at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard, and I am excited. I am still going to be trying some more of the cell activated blooming technique. These are my colors. These colors, with the exception of that green gold, are primary elements. That's how you spell that. I knew it was different than the way I was spelling it, so forgive me. I'm going to put these to the side for the moment. I also am experimenting with my gold mica powder, cosmetic grade, and this orange powder, and those are both available. That's like, it used to be $8, maybe it might be $11. It's really cheap by comparison. And same with the orange. They're both on my Amazon link below, show more underneath the video, if you look for mica powders. I'm going to put those all aside for a moment, including the green. I'm going to pull out an edge catcher of sorts, and I'm going to use it because I want to flow some paint. But I have another plan, and my other plan includes using a container to pour the pillow paint off into. So we'll see how that works. It might not work at all, but I'm going to give it a try because I really dislike the alternative. I'm going to take some of my paint to begin with and put it in my corners and along the edge, and use my OXO omelet turning spatula to get things started. Also available on my Amazon link under show more under the video, right at the top of the list, number 1, pouring supplies. So I'm never ever, so far I've been terrible at getting enough paint, pillow paint on the canvas, and I don't promise to be any different, but I am going to use a swipe card that I have here, and I want it to be, yeah, I'd like it to be almost as long. I'd like it to be longer than the space that I need it for, so maybe I'll look for another one real quick. Maybe I won't. I found one. Cool. I love it when a plan comes together. That's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. So, it's cold out here today. I've got my Ugg boots on. I couldn't get rid of the chill in the house. It's not even 60 degrees, and the sun has not come out all day. And now I'm just going to take my pillow paint and put a nice big puddle in the middle. Even if it's against my personal religion, I'm going to do this thing, because I know that that's the trick, is getting enough paint. I say that, you know, but even now, looking at it, I'm fully not as capable as I want to be. I'm going to have to fill up my container again, too, I can tell. I need to use one of my empty Deco Art pouring medium jugs. Let me scrape this paint off of here. Wipe it off of my pants. Make sure my damp rag is actually damp. Throw that spatula in the bucket and get on with what I need to do, which is finding the spoons. There we go. I think I want to do more and less. Like I don't care if they're uniform. Grab that gold. I'm going to put my spoons out over here. I'll just grab the first thing that I want those to not fall back in. I think I want a little more of that. I love that blue. I'm not sure about this color combination, but since they're all beautiful, it shouldn't be a problem. This is from the last time I poured. And that's probably my favorite color in the world. Although some variation on that theme is probably also likely. Just going to stick my finger in that spoon and wipe it right back off into. Alright, so here's a gorgeous turquoise. I'm going to be short of spoons, but they're around here somewhere. And I am contemplating very much so, after I use my, oop, that was maybe more than I needed. I'm still getting used to this. This is not a gimme. What did I do with my spoons? Well, I've got spares. I'll just use my spares. And I mixed up that green color and I didn't use it, so I used that orange, but not the gold and not the green. So let's just go for the rainbow effect. I'll put everything in there. And I don't mind if I schmutz something up. Not the gold. What am I looking for? I'm looking for that green, which isn't so different than that yellow that it should be a problem. Not sure I should have put it on last, but oh well. Live and learn. Gonna knock that paint off the spoon. This stuff is too expensive, all of it. Just too expensive to waste much of any of it. I have a nice catcher inside my inside my little studio so that I can... Oh, I didn't put any of that gold in there. You know what? That gold is going on there because we need to know what happens with that mica gold. Definitely. I've got lids. I guess I'll look for them later. And oh, there they are. Cool. I like it when a blend comes together. I'm going to put that right down over here. And this with it. And cover those up right now. So I don't have to think about spilling them or anything else near them. And now I'm going to take my cell activator, which is 3/4 Floetrol and 1/4 paint. And you can do this two ways as far as I can tell, probably a lot more than that. But one of the best ways to do it is to blow down into it, which I could try. Just because I want to. I gotta remember I got this container over here. So that's not really important, but what really is important is that I go ahead, you know what, I'm just gonna put some of the cell activator right along the edge of my swipe card. Because I can. Oh boy, I'm nervous. And I'm going to get some other things out of my way. That's beautiful. I'm really happy with that. My tendency is to want to go ahead and knock off all of the colors that are on that card right now. Because it's all an experiment for me, and I can also use my OXO omelet turning spatula with all this paint. Because everybody wants to know. Put that right down there. Because I can. And that spatula, house paint is a lot harder to get off than paint pouring paint, so I want to keep my spatulas nice and clean. Fortunately, I still have some paint-free areas on my paint clothing. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure about this. Makes me want to go ahead and find another small swipe card and see what I might need to do with that. Just because I can. Go the other way. Probably won't hurt anything. And now I am going to make an attempt. That's awful pretty. Even just like it is. Then I'm easy. So let's see what we can get going. I've got that central section down here with no cells popping, but there's bound to be some pretty colors. I hate this part where I have to flow beautiful things off, but I'm going to let it flow right into that container because I can. Hey, that's the name of my first book on the Amazon link. That's pretty cool. I'm not seeing any of that gold or much of that orange. And I'm not worried about covering everything like a lot of people seem to be. I don't mind a little negative space, so we'll see how I feel about it. The temptation would be to try and scoop that paint right out of that container and see what happens if I put it on something else. Need a little more coverage up there. And that paint is also, you know, I've got my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas also available on the Amazon link, and I could scoop right out of that dish. I really like that pink up here. I kind of want some more. I'm still not sure I used enough paint. I'm probably not really tipping everything as well as I could. Temptation is definitely to grab some of that paint out of that container and put it right here along the edge. So we're experimenting, so I'm going to do that. Because paint will flow to paint, which means that I can probably tip that right down. I'm going to have a whole new pattern on this shirt after tonight. Very slowly. Right into the container. And take my excess off, because I can. Well, I'm pretty happy with all that. The only thing I'm not super pleased with is that, and I don't know why not, but I think I could probably just keep right on. Let's put this down. My security painting. Let's go underneath the edge and take off whatever paint is left. Put that right up there. I've got some color in here. Everything else is kind of brown, gold, whatever. I'm going to grab whatever I can and put it along this edge. I don't see why not. I really think in the future I will probably salvage my paint and put it back in different places and tip some more. But this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery, and I think my edges are mostly covered. I don't use tacks. I do use, in case you want to know, when I dry my paintings, I use the lids from yogurt containers or cottage cheese containers to rest the artworks on. So I don't mind those little agates there, and I definitely don't mind that little white corner, and I am all covered right here right now. And I have a second edge catcher that doesn't have paint on it. Do I care? Maybe. Maybe not. I definitely don't want to dump over any of my paint that's waiting in the wings. And I'm going to want to do... Oh, spoke too soon. Okay, well, I'm going to take that edge catcher and pour that paint right back in there and grab that piece of flotsam that just fell off. Pardon me while I take a moment to salvage my paint. And where are my tweezers? Ah! Just doesn't want to come up. Alright, so I'm going to quickly torch, whether I should or not, and I think this is totally beautiful. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for 85,000 subscribers. If you want to help me stay at YouTube, watching the video longer is the only help you can give. If you're missing your notifications, you might want to leave a comment when you turn them back on again. That seems to be very helpful. Gosh, that's pretty. Great colors. I'm going to have to do another one, I think. I want to use this process to do some landscape, and I might have to swipe in some other kind of paint for sky. I think I'll just turn this. I'm still not sure if I'm supposed to torch or not, but I'm pretty happy with all of that. And I am outdoors, so if the fumes are an issue for somebody, just know outdoors might be an alternative. I've lost my crib sheet. There it is. So, what do I tell you guys? I told you thank you. Thank you for all the contributions that have kept me painting all this time. I really appreciate it. I actually think it's kind of prettier your way. But I think I love it both ways. And I could put a little more activator in here and swipe up there, but I like the different variations in the texture pattern. So under the video I have Pinterest, Twitter, and Instagram. I'll give a brief recipe for this fluid art recipe. If you're looking for a Facebook group for students, it's Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group, or collectors, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Fans and Collectors, or just shopping, Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Totes and More. Which reminds me, under the video is clothing in all over print t-shirts and all over print leggings and other things. And if you click on any one of them, it'll bring you to my Teespring site. If you are interested in being in the monthly drawing, it's a $10 minimum to get in. There are 8 paintings in this month for the 3rd week in February when the drawing will be, and a choice of one of my 2 books or a class. You get one of those things. So thank you guys for the wonderful comments you always leave me, and thank you for the support you've given me in the past. This is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery saying, that's a bloom, and I did it. Finally, and I'm going to do it again soon. Bye for now. I love you guys. Take care. Priscilla out. I will see you, on the community board. I'm going to zoom in. On the community board, you can find tomorrow's video, or on Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group. And also look for 11, 12, or 13 lists of genres and 10 lists of YouTube. I lost my paint. YouTube videos by the 100. Have a binge for me. Take care, you guys. Bye for now. Priscilla out. I said it again. Maybe 20 seconds have gone by. Look on the end screens, too. For the contest drawing prizes. For the drawing prizes. Bye. Confusion reigns.